Everybody wants to be a cat because the cat is the only cat who knows how to be independent. Oh, yeah. I know, it's weird for me to sing. Well, if you guys get the picture. Well, anyway, bonjour, messieurs and mademoiselles. It is I, Rebecca Lynn Buckley, aka Boobop 1970. This is my review for the day. And today's review, ladies and dudes, yes, we are finally here on my last and final movie review that I will do this year. And it's really hard for me to pick which one of the movies that I want to do for this year or any other years that came from the past. Well, you get the picture. I'm going to do my last and final movie review that featured cats. And it's one of the most underrated Disney films of all time. So for my last and final movie review that I will do this year is called The Aristocats. And I frickin' love this movie to death. And yes, this movie is almost there to be 50 years old, but now it's 48 right now. And yes, this movie did came out on December 11th, 1970. So we're heading to its 48th anniversary of the day when this movie came out, before Christmas. How cool is that, ladies and dudes? We got a movie that will fit perfectly for the holiday season. That's awesome! So anyway, without further ado, ladies and dudes, here is my last and final movie review of this year of The Aristocats. So, let's go on to the main storyline. It's a story about this beautiful, sweet, lovely cat named Duchess and her three adorable kittens named Marie, Burrios, and Toulouse. They are hanging on to their greatest adventure of their lives out of their mansion and head on to the outside world of Paris with the help of Thomas the O'Malley, O'Malley the Alley Cat. Well, the reason why they're out of their mansion is because their butler of theirs had kidnapped them for some unknown reason and just take them out of the Paris world, I guess. So it's up to Thomas O'Malley to take them home safe and sound so they won't get involved in any danger at all. And also, they're going to meet a couple of unknown animals here and there that are pretty darn different than themselves. And that's all I could say about the main plot of the story. So anyway, ladies and dudes, that's the whole entire plot of The Aristocats, and I guess everybody wants to know is, what the heck do I think about this movie? Well, to tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, I still love this movie even to this day. This is one of the best Disney films of all time, and truly one of the most underrated Disney films of all time. As you may know me, I love underrated movies. They're my favorite type of movies of all time, and I just can't stop watching them. Yeah, underrated films will always have a special place in my heart, as always. And there's a lot of things to love about this movie. It had a good storyline, great memorable characters, fantastic voice acting, good cinematography, great songs, great score, great animation. And sadly, I have one tiny flaw of the film that really did bother me in this movie. Just one little tiny flaw. But anyway, this is a great near-perfect film that fits so perfectly for the holiday season. It's strange that it did came out before Christmas time, if you know what I mean. So anyway, let's head on to the strongest points and the weakest points of the Aristocats. I will say for my strongest points for this film is a tie. Just a tie. Between one of my most favorite songs of all time, and also I love the part where the cats, Duchess and her three adorable kittens, they did pay their respects to other animals who are very different than themselves. So, let's head on to the first strongest point in the movie, and that is one of my most favorite songs of all time. Everybody Wants to Be a Cat. I freaking love this song. This song will always blow me away from start to finish. I mean, it had fantastic lyrics, it has a great sound, great beat, it has a nice jazzy feel to it, and it's a whole lot of fun. This is the most funnest song I have ever heard in Disney history. And I really like a Disney song that features a whole lot of fun. And this is one of them. It's a perfect masterpiece song, as always. It's a sad shame it wasn't been made by the Sherman Brothers, since the Sherman Brothers made a whole lot of great songs here and there back from the old classic days of Disney. Yeah, somebody else made that song. But overall, I love this song to death. It's one of the best songs ever in Disney history. Enough said. So Everybody Wants to Be a Cat is the first strongest point in the movie, and the second strongest point in the movie is I really love the part where Duchess and her three adorable kittens are paying their respects to other animals who are very different than themselves. Yes, they pay their respects to some gooses who are birds, and a very big horse that has beautiful yellow mane, and a very small mouse who is such a good gentleman. And yes, they did pay their respects to other cats. Cats that came from around the world. We got a British cat, Italian cat, a Russian cat, and I think a cat that came from New Orleans, I think. The cat that played the trumpet. So yeah, that was really darn cool. So anyway, yeah, seeing Duchess and the kittens paying their respects to other animals is the second strongest point I really do care about in this movie. And now let's head on to the most weakest point of the movie. I only found one major weak point that really did bother me in this film. Is I had a little bit of trouble of the couple of the background parts here and there for the animation. Yeah, well, there's a couple of good background parts here and there that did work in this film, but there were some other background parts that did not fit so well in the movie. I think it's kind of off, kind of out of place, or it didn't get drawn so well. Yeah, I think it's the part where, the Duchess and her owner are gonna get ready to meet that old dude who was pretty darn funny. Yeah, I had a little trouble with that background part of the movie. It looks kind of off, or it has to be something that came from French style from many years ago or something. So yeah, I will say my only weak point in the movie is a couple of background parts here and there that came from in this movie. A bit of the part of the animation, but there's some background stuff that did work on the film. And since it's spot on. But there's some parts here and there that's kind of off or kind of out of place, or it didn't seem right for the film. So yeah, my only weak point in this movie is the background parts for the animation. And now, let's go on to the characters. I will go with the three characters that stand up for this film, I guess. Well, hard for me to say. So, let's go on to the three characters that are truly the best parts about the film. The first character I want to talk about is Duchess, played by our dear beloved Aba Kabor. You know, the one who played Miss Bianca from The Rescuers and The Rescuers Down Under, and also that ditzy rich wife that came from Green Acres. I mean, I freaking love Duchess. She is such a sweet and adorable character. She had a very good storyline. She has a great personality and attitude. She's a very kind and sweet mother to her adorable little kittens. And I really like that relationship that she had with Thomas O'Malley. And speaking of Thomas O'Malley, that's the next character I want to talk about in this movie review. Our dear beloved Thomas O'Malley, played by our dear beloved Phil Harris, if I remember right. I mean, this guy is such a great charmer. He had a very good storyline, great personality and attitude. I really like his singing. He's a great singer and he has a whole lot of great talent. And I also love the character development and chemistry that he had with Duchess. And this is one of the greatest Disney love couple of all time. I mean, I love a love couple who are cats. At least Thomas O'Malley and Duchess are way better of a couple for Paris, France than Michael and Anna from Third Person. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That made me mad, big time. But at least for this movie, and for what the Disney company had done for these two lovely cats, they know how to make a relationship just right. Yeah, like that. If you know what I mean. So yeah, I love Thomas O'Malley overall. And the final character I want to talk about in this movie is Scat Cat, played by this actor I really don't know of, but overall he's a great actor who did play this cat very, very well. I love Mr. Scat's Cat. He is truly one of the most epic characters I have ever seen in movie history, well, for supporting wise. I mean, this guy had a really cool storyline. He has a great personality and attitude. He's such a great singer, and I really love the part where he connected so well to Duchess and all the kittens. And also, he knows how to play the trumpet very well. He's a very good trumpet player. I wonder if this cat came from New Orleans. Maybe that's the reason why he plays the trumpet so well. I think he learned it from New Orleans. I think he came from America. I'm sure of it. And I'm glad that he pays his respects to Thomas O'Malley, and since they had a really good friendship, oh, that was pretty darn awesome. I guess I have nothing else to say about this really cool movie, so let's head on to my final thoughts of the Aristocats. Overall, the Aristocats is one of my most favorite Disney films of all time, but truly one of the most underrated Disney films of all time. It had a very good storyline, good memorable characters, great animation, good score, good cinematography, great songs, and it's a very good classic movie to watch. And it's perfect for the holiday season. Oh, heck yeah. So for my rating for this film, I decided to give it a 9.5 out of 10. This is a very good movie to watch. And a very good underrated classic film. If you know what I mean. So anyway, that's my whole entire movie review of the Aristocats. And finally, we wrapped up the season 7 of movie reviews. And coming really soon, we can get ready for season 8 for more movie reviews to come. And it's hard for me to explain. And tell me, ladies and dudes, what is your most favorite movie review that I did for the year of 2018? Well, whichever it is, leave a comment there and let me know. And I'll be back very soon for more videos to come. So anyway, that is it for now. And I'll see you all later. Au revoir, messieurs and mademoiselles. Have a very good day.